What's up guys, CJ here and welcome back to this week's all-new Star Wars video, taking a break from some of the video game-centric stuff to focus a little bit back on the new movie, especially with the Vanity Fair exclusive coming out just a few days ago, shedding a lot more light on Episode 8. This week though, I wanted to examine a question I think we've all been wondering since Episode 7's credits rolled. Will Rey end up a Jedi, or something else? Even as we've learned more about the movie, the questions are still there. In fact, we might have more questions, especially since that first trailer and learning that Luke is not really that big anymore on the whole Jedi thing. That kind of begs the question, what will this new heroine become under the training of a Jedi who might not have fallen to the dark side, but certainly does seem to have fallen from the light? Personally, I see three ways this can go down. 1. Rey doesn't become a Jedi and doesn't start a new order at all. 2. She starts a new Jedi Order but changes some of their ideals and philosophies to correct the mistakes of the past. Or finally 3. She simply becomes a Jedi as we know them and begins a new order more or less right in line with the old one. The first option may seem unlikely, just given the larger story arc of the Star Wars saga, where we left Rey in Episode 7 and where we find her in Episode 8, but let's not rule it out completely. This is actually a couple different story choices in one. She could fall to the dark side if you subscribe to that fan theory, however unlikely it may seem, or she could pull a Bindo and just become truly gray, just a wanderer and hermit, kind of like Luke in the beginning of this movie. Ultimately, I don't quite see this happening, just given the overall trend of these movies story-wise, but it is a possibility, however remote. 2, maybe the most likely option, Rey starts a new Jedi Order, but potentially relaxes it somewhat with a less strict and more balanced view of the Force, not quite gray, but at least less rigid than the old one. And in my mind, this is probably the option that we'll see, Rey starting an order not too dissimilar from Luke's in the Legends canon, but this begs the question, would they even call themselves Jedi? But that might be another topic video for another time. Finally, 3, Rey essentially resurrects the old order as is. This might also seem really unlikely given the title of Episode 8, Luke's comments about the Jedi ending, but I think there's at least a decent chance that the story swerves back that way and Rey redeems Luke, bringing him back to the light and Jedi teachings. The unlikeliness of this option stems from the well-documented failings of the old order, rigidity that alienated students by holding them up to extreme standards, resulting in fallen Jedi after fallen Jedi and galactic war after galactic war. But this might be a difference in view between me, a mere commoner, and the fine folks over at Lucasfilm who seem to be more rooted in the duality of the light and the dark, the Jedi and the Sith, than I guess the normal fan that grew up with the extended universe. Regardless, I do think Rey will end up founding a new order, whether it's a Jedi Order just like the old one, or a completely new one. Of course, we're talking about this now, but we likely won't see it until 2019 with the culmination of this new trilogy in Episode 9, so this isn't really anything more than a fun thought experiment. Let me know which of these three options you lean towards, or if you see another path entirely that I didn't mention here, but that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.